Well, whoopie doopie. Sitting here watching football. If New Mexico State had Noah Fafita on the team, they would probably be 7-1 right now. Sitting there watching poor kid at Arizona right now. I like the kid. He doesn't get down on his teammates when times are hard, and he tries to make the good play, and he makes a lot of really good plays. Delora would try to always make the spectacular play. Fafita doesn't try to do that. He just looks for something to. He's just a good little ball player. I think the CFL is eagerly awaiting his arrival. I don't think the NFL is intelligent enough to utilize his abilities and stuff. I don't know, and then there's a lot of crazy things that go on. It's hard because of his size, but with the field open up an extra 15 yards, yeah, he'll be a lot like Vernon Adams Jr. The CFL is eagerly awaiting that kid's arrival. He's a good quarterback. He's fun to watch. But now it's no, we wouldn't even need T Mac. I like T Mac; he's really good. But no, Cordell David's a good receiver, and they got other good receivers, and the PJ kid. Oh no, they got good receivers. The quarterbacks, I am sure the quarterbacks in New Mexico State know Noah Fafita if they sit and watch him is a better athlete and a better quarterback than they are. I'm sure they could be out. Yeah, he's better than me. Okay, I'm sure if they don't say that, then they're just liars. Okay, do you understand? They're lying. And you shouldn't lie, especially to yourself, right? So yeah, but like no, if New Mexico State had Noah Fafita, they'd be 7-1 right now. I'm pretty sure if Tony Sanchez is writing this, he goes, yeah, that's true. No, seriously. The only game and even then the Fresno State game would have been radically different if they had Noah Fafita. Yeah. It wouldn't have started out that poor. They got good running backs. They got really good offensive linemen. New Mexico State does. They just have trouble with they've got good offensive. The Pete kid can play. A lot of the kids can play, and the Cordell David kid is a good receiver. Okay. And so, yeah, it's a good first target and stuff. And, if they had Fafita, then New Mexico State would have beat Liberty and be the one that they'd be talking about, trying to make the playoff. Yep. That's all they need. It's just that number 11 from Arizona. Yeah, no, I'm serious. Oh, they have a good defense. They have a good, yeah. No, people think I'm nuts. I'm not nuts. No. What's his name? He took the offense and he took one of them with money to Vanderbilt, but he didn't leave the cupboard bare. And a lot of guys stayed here, like Buda Paletti and stuff, and Shaz Pete and stuff. They had good players, and that kid from Oklahoma, that running back, and the other kid, they've got good running backs. So there's a lot of talent on the team. It's just they got outbidded and took all the quarterbacks away because that's what the other teams do. With NIL, it's just like with Jackie Sherrill and John McKay, not John McKay, Coach Robinson, when they put like 5, 6 McDonald's All-Americans at tailback so they don't end up going to Fresno or Cal and beating them. And Jackie Sherrill used to have like 100 and some odd players on the roster just to keep them from going to some other school to beat them. It's NIL is the same as the old school rules. They just reinvented, the rich get richer and fuck the poor. It's Mel Brooks. Yeah, that's all the NCAA is. This is a Mel Brooks movie. You ever watch NCAA football? It's a Mel Brooks movie. That's what it is, yeah. I'm surrounded by assholes. Where's those no bleeps and sweeps and treeps? Your Schwartz is as big as mine. It is a Mel Brooks movie. It's hope for the best, expect the worst. That's all the NCAA is. Hey, you don't believe me? Oh, come on, man. You guys are so pathetic. You're pathetic. Oh my gosh, you're so pathetic. No, he's got a lot of good, talented players here that he still had on the roster when Jerry Kill left. Okay. And if they if you can't tell me, okay, that if Pavia and Stowers had stayed here, that New Mexico State wouldn't be, possibly might have even been Fresno and be in the talk of possible getting the playoff bid. No, see, they're at Vanderbilt started talking about getting into the playoffs. And those two kids had stayed at New Mexico State. They had a lot of the line coming back. They had good running backs. There's no way in hell, So, but me, I'd rather have Fafita. Well, because Fafita doesn't piss on the other team's mascot in his hometown because they didn't give him a scholarship, and Fafita doesn't gripe at his teammates or get shitty. And I like Fafita's. He just his parents have a little bit better. They're the way they reflect their culture and what you're supposed to do good in your culture. They have a little bit more kahahui in them. The you can't get through to the Pavia kid. He doesn't listen. He thinks he knows everything. He's like Jerry Kill. He just wants to work with the best people. He's like LeBron James meditating before a basketball game. They don't hear shit. They black out everything. See, that's the whole thing with me is I don't black shit out. And I told you guys that earlier. When they go through psychosis, like, ever seen that movie From Hell? When Bilbo Baggins goes through the psychosis when he's going to kill the prostitutes that he doesn't want. They don't want the royal seed going through prostitutes, and he has to go clean up the mess. He goes through a state of psychosis because that's what he has to do. He's doing the right thing, and that's what they do. They go through a state of psychosis. It's either a rapist who's going to get what they want or somebody reacting to that rapist who won't stop doing it. And I don't do that. Life is eternal and grace is infinite. I don't need to win. I just need to circumcise their hearts so they can free the soul from the pathetic passions of the mind. It's a lot like if people could actually understand the Buddha and Krishnamurti and D.T. Suzuki. I'm just a faithful person who has talents that other people just don't even get. No, they're not even in the ballpark. Nope. Elon Musk studies it with his science partners, and they think that's what's going on, but they've never lived the Lord's Prayer in a day in their life. They don't have any real faith, and no one can believe in them because they're not faithful. So they can have all the science projects and all the science studies of brain activity they want. Their science is saying what they want it to say because they suck. They invented the technology to say, here's what it does. Okay, it's not that hard, guys. Kicking their ass. I know I'm kicking their ass. And I'm like those baseball players that go through psychosis. I blacked out. I wouldn't flip the bat. I would just toss it down, run around the things, and like what? Yeah, yes. When I played, I said, well, you better get used to it. Me with Jimmy Payne or Boone or whatever. And don't worry, I'll get you another one. I'll get you another chance. Just go get to your spot and do what you got to do, and I'll take care of it. I'll draw the. A good ball player draws the attention of other players when you're playing, to get it to your open spots for your players. Okay. The more people, if I played quarterback, the more people they had to send to contain me. Okay. That would get wide open shot. I couldn't pass the ball over 40 yards, but it wouldn't have mattered. They wouldn't be able to tackle me. Okay. I could have played quarterback. I would have played quarterback better than McDaly. Well, because he couldn't run like I could run. And I could throw as accurately as his. I just couldn't throw as hard and as far. I wasn't Brett Favre. Ty Ditmer, I was way better than Ty Ditmer. I was better than Allen Iverson. Yeah, I was a better athlete. I could have played quarterback, but I felt I was better utilized because McDaly could throw the ball. Okay, throw me a bubble screen. 80 yards later, I'm John Taylor on Monday Night Football beating the Rams. No, that's just the type of ball player I was. Go Bambi, So yeah, and I just no. So it's no. It was I quit because you suck. I look like shit because you act like shit. I had a conversation with Natalie on that too because of they fucked with me in my dreams and we're connected, and so she feels things when I feel things. It's kind of like on Leia and Luke. Your sister, and we connect. Okay, and that's why I had a hard time when I was in Sierra Vista. That private video blog I made about Patrick and Isaac and I said, okay, do what you want with me, but leave them alone. I'm sitting there trying to make deals with the devil, saying leave the kids alone, and then I didn't realize, they have no integrity. It is hard for a person with integrity to deal with people that have no integrity because it's almost inconceivable to why do you have no integrity? You know what that does for your children? You know what the kind of bitch you'll be fucking? And then you'll have children that are like you and that bitch. It's like Imhotep and Oksana Moon. It's for someone that has integrity and has faith in the glory of God and life's eternal and grace is infinite. You're not going to get on that hype train for that Dr. Pepper commercial for all the money in the world. Yeah. Okay, it's not hard. I'm watching the foosball games. Yeah, of course, I like Texas Tech, and I've always liked Texas Tech because they offered a lot of scholarships to kids from Hobbs, New Mexico. But And it was a logical choice because Lubbock's close to Hobbs, so it's close to your parents, so they can see you play and stuff. But I've always liked Iowa State, even since we knocked them off and Fred Young and the guys came back and Coach Kruger took them to the festival instead of the stadium where all the loyal fans were waiting. Because that's how marketing works. It's how you rally up the players. All the loyal fans went down to the Aggie Memorial Stadium and the Pan Am where the athletic things are, and we sat and we waited. We sat and waited, and then they said they're not coming here. He took them down. They had the whole enchilada festival of all the drunks and the partiers and the hot girls. That's where he took the bus. I was like, that is so fucked up. He took them to all the people that suck, the typical Aggie fans, you know. Go, Fred. That's not Fred. That's Anthony. That's Al Tanner. No, that's Anthony Curtis. No, that's James Aber. You know, they yelled. They'd be on offense, and the drunks would be, "Go, Fred!" It's like Fred's on the bench. That's how bad the Aggie fans were. They sucked. Bunch of drunk Mexicans, like freaking Marilee Ortega said. You know, with all the drunk Mexicans that plan this town, and John Nagum would be, "You can't say that." It's like, yes, she can. She's a drunk Mexican. She's a drinking Mexican herself. She can be critical of her own relatives. It was funny, and he'd look at me and Marilee, and we'd both just laugh. And John, you can't say that. You can't say that. It's racist. It's this and that. It's like, she can say it. If her Uncle Flacco is a drunk that tries to have sex with his cousin and his niece, you can say that shit and keep him away from your cousin or your niece and don't let him near a bottle. You can say that. Okay. I have tons in my family. I come from Tennessee and Texas redneck hillbillies. Fuck yeah. And drunken Irish people that will sit there like that big mouth Apache guy and get drunk and try to cut your nose off because they're jealous of you. I know how people are. I'm just not like them, but they think I am because their science projects are bad because they're not living the Lord's Prayer. So let's go relax and connect to these assholes some more and get that technology to finally, when I go to the Gila and stuff like that, I'm not going to have to worry about it. I don't want to be around here because I don't want to be around the concentration of the evil that was trying to kill me and deny the Lord's Prayer. When I go to the Gila, all the people that are in the military here that go retire there, they're either going to get relocation forms because I ain't going to look at them and I ain't going to live near them, or they're going to end up dead before I ever get there, which hopefully happens like next week. Oh, hell, make it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Why give them time? Yeah, don't give them time. Live the Lord's Prayer now. Or technology is going to kill you soon. How soon? I don't know. I'm not a script from a Mel Gibson movie. But soon. You're the dramatic bitch. I'm the one. Just live the Lord's Prayer and stop being a dramatic bitch. Okay. Love you guys. Is this incendiary? No, it's just being pragmatic and truthful and you can't handle it because you're a fucking liar. Okay, peace.